So to get started, to make each individual granny square for the overalls, we're going to take our category 3 yarn and we're going to start off with a magic circle. So how we do that is that we're going to take our pointer and our middle finger, we're going to wrap the yarn around it twice, and then we're going to grab the short end and the working yarn with our thumb and our ring finger, just like that, to keep it secure. Then we're going to take our 4mm hook, we're going to slide it underneath both of these strands that's on our finger, and we're only going to hook the one that's closest to our hook right now. We're going to hook that, and then we're going to bring it underneath the second one, and from here it gets a little tricky. You're going to want to pinch everything that's right here, so it doesn't need to be pretty. Go ahead and just pinch all that and then get your fingers through, and then you're going to see a circle forming. Then you're going to grab your working yarn just like how you normally do. Then you're going to pinch this side one more time just to make sure that it's secure. You're going to chain one to secure it, and then you can work inside your magic circle now. So from here we're going to do 12 single crochet into the magic circle, just like this. So that's 1, 2. Now we have our 12 single crochet into our magic circle, and why I use a magic circle is because I want the middle of it to be really tight. So what you can do to do that is grab this short yarn and just pull it as tight as you can, and then that's the middle of it. And from here we're just going to connect to the very first single crochet with a slip stitch, just like that. And for the second row we're going to be doing single crochet. We're going to be increasing in the second row, so doing 2 single crochet into every single loop that we have. So once we're done we should have 24. So go ahead and chain 1 and then get started. 1, 2. We've made it all the way around. We have 24 single crochets, and we're just going to connect it to the first single crochet with a slip stitch, just like this. And for the third row we are going to start the granny square pattern. We're going to start making corners and stuff. So for the first part we're going to chain up 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then when we're looking back at our circle we're not gonna go into the first loop, we're gonna go into the second loop. So we're going to be working in every other loop. So skip this one, go into the next one with a single crochet just to secure. You can do single crochet or slip stitch, doesn't really matter. So this is going to end up being one corner, and then so for the edge we're going to chain up 3, skipping the next loop, going into the other loop, attaching it with a single crochet. I'm going to do that one more time. So chain up 3, skipping this next loop, and then going to the one after that, single crochet it. And then we're going to make another corner right here, so we're going to chain up 6, and then we're going to skip this loop, go into the next one, and then we now have 2 corners, and this is what we're going to be doing all the way across. So one more time, chain up 3, attach it to the next loop, chain up 3, skip this next one, attach it to the next loop, and then we're going to make another corner. So chain up 6, 5, 6, and then skip the next one, single crochet it to the one after that. And we're going to be doing that a couple more times. I'll meet you once when we're done. So this is us once when we're done with this row. You can see that we have 4 corners, and then these are just the chain 3s that we did. So what we're going to do next is make a single crochet into this corner loop that we have right here, just so we can get into it, and then we're going to chain up 2. And from here that counts as a half double crochet. We're going to do more half double crochets. We're going to do 3 more, so in total we'll have 4 half double crochets. There's the chain 2, that counts as 1. Here's that next half double crochet, that's 2, 3, and 4. And from here we're going to chain 3, keeping our corners here, and then we're going to do 4 more half double crochets. So I just did 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then from here we're going to be doing a single crochet into this small loop right here. Just to attach it, we're going to be chaining 3 and then single crocheting it into the very next small loop, so that we make another loop on top of the 2 small ones. And from here we're going to prepare for a half double crochet, and then we're going to half double crochet our corners again. So there's going to be 4 of them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 3 for the corner, half double crochet 4 more. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4 half double crochet. And now that we're back here, I'm going to show you how to do this one more time. We're going to immediately go into the next loop that we made with a single crochet. Just to attach it, chain up 3, attach it with another single crochet to the very next loop, and that's it. Once when we get back to a corner loop, automatically start doing 4 half double crochets, chain 3, 4 half double crochets to keep our corners alive. And I'll meet you once when we're done with all this. Now I've done this row, we've made it all the way back around, and what we're going to do to attach it, we did a chain 2 to begin this row. We're just going to find the second chain, and we're just going to attach it with a slip stitch, just like that. And this is what we should have so far. So from here we're going to chain up 2, and then we're going to do more half double crochets. We're going to end up doing 5 of them in this row. So the chain 2 counts as 1. There's 1, 2, 3, oopsies, 4, and 5. Now that we're at a corner, we're always going to be chaining 3, so go ahead and chain 1, 2, 3, prepare for a half double crochet, and then we're going to be chaining 5 on this side as well. So there's 1-ish, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5th one is going to be right next to the loop that we just made, but that is fine. 5, and from here we're going to be chaining 3, and we're going to be attaching it into the only loop that we have to attach to, the one that's right in the middle, with a single crochet, just like that. And then we're going to be chaining 3 again, 2, 3, and then we're going to do more half double crochets because we're at a corner. So we're going to yarn over and then start doing 5 of them. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and the very last one, 5. And that's what we're going to be doing for this row. So we're going to do that one more time. 1, 2, 3, yarn over, 5 more half double crochets for this corner. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now that we're here, we're going to chain 3, attach it to the middle loop with a single crochet, chain up 3 again, and then do the 5 half double crochet for the corner again. And once when we're done with this row, I will meet you once when we're done. Now I just finished the last row. We connected with a slip stitch like how we've normally been doing. To do the next row, we are going to actually start off with a another slip stitch just into the next loop, and then we're going to be chaining up 2, just like how we start. That counts as 1, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4. So for this row, we're only going to be having 4 half double crochets for the corners. There's your chain 3 to make the corner, and then we're going to be half double crocheting 4 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you'll get why we only do 4 in a second. So from here we have 2 loops. We're going to need to do 3 loops, so we're going to need more room. That's why we only did 4. So we're going to chain up 3, attach to this next loop with a single crochet, just like that. Do another chain 3, attach to the very next loop with a single crochet, and then we have 1 more loop to do for this row, so chain 3, and then we're going to automatically go into doing our 4 half double crochet. So if you can't, if you don't know which one to do, you just count from this end. You do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that's where you know where to start from, because sometimes it seems like there's an extra loop when there actually isn't. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oopsies. Yeah, 4. There we go. Chain 3, and we're going to do this all over again, so let's do it one more time. Start off with 4 half double crochet. And 4, chain 3, go into our first big loop with a single crochet to attach it, chain 3, go into the next loop that we have with a single crochet to attach it, chain 3 again, and then do 4 half double crochets. We're going to be doing that for the remainder of this row. Now I've made it all the way around from this row, and we've attached with a slip stitch. So from here we're going to chain up 2 and then do a half double crochet. We're going to go into the same loop that we are in, because we're going to want to end with 5 half double crochet. So there's 2, 3, 4, and 5. Going to be chaining 3. Then we're going to do 5 on this side of the corner as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. And from here we're going to be cutting down the loop, so we're going to only have 2 loops. So we're going to chain 3 and then just skip the next loop and go into the middle loop with a single crochet, just like that. Chain 3, and then we're going to be doing 5 in this corner as well. There's 1 half double crochet, 2, 3, 4, and 5, chaining 3 because we're at a corner, working 5 half double crochet down the other side of this corner, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold on, we're gonna do this also one more time. There we go, 5. Chaining 3, and then skipping the skipping the loop that's closest to you. I'm sorry, just going straight into the middle one with a single crochet, chaining 3. We're going to skip this loop as well and go straight into doing half double crochets. We're going to be doing that all the way until we get around to the other side. So now that we finish this row and attached with a slip stitch, we're going to do one of the last rows depending on the size that you need. So we're going to chain up 2, that counts as 1 half double crochet, and then we're going to be doing 6 half double crochet here. So there is 2 half double crochet, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Going to be chaining 3 since we're at a corner. Doing 6 half double crochet down this side of the corner as well. And 6. And now that we're here, we have 2 loops left. We're going to actually do a single crochet into the loop that's right next to us, like that, chaining 3, single crocheting into the next loop once to create 1 more loop, and then we're going to automatically start doing half double crochets again. So we're going to go into this loop because this is where it starts, and then there's 1 half double crochet, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Chain 3, and let's go down this side of the corner as well. I'll remind you how to do that one more time. Two half double crochet, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oh dear. Oh, hold on. 6, there we go. And then we have 2 loops. We're going to automatically go into the very next loop with a single crochet, chain 3, attach it to the next loop with another single crochet, then half double crochet 6 of them to end this corner. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now when we're done with this row, I'll meet you when we're back at the beginning. Now I finished that last row, connected it with a slip stitch, and this is the granny square that we should have so far. Now this is going to depend on you and your the size that you need. So you're gonna need to do a little bit of math. This is what I have, but if you need more space, like if you need a bigger size that I'm not making, then you can always just add more rows of half double crochet or double crochet depending on what size you need. You can just tweak it to whatever you need, but this is what I'm working with, and I have made 16 of these, so I'll show you how to connect them all in a second. Now I have 2 granny squares that this is the one that I just made, this is one that I previously made, and we're going to need to attach these. And what I think looks best, you can always do whatever you like, is to have 6 granny squares around you, since we're working on the shorts first. So how we're going to attach them all is that we're going to take the granny squares. There's going to be 2 sides to them. One side is what we're going to call the ugly side. So these are the ugly sides. And if you can't tell which one's which, it's usually the one where the prettier side is usually the one where the chains curl up a little bit, just like how these do. And then this is the uglier one. So anyways, we're going to take the 2 granny squares and we're going to sandwich them, so fold them on top of each other, but pretty side to pretty side. So we're going to fold it over just like that. And then I like to have the tails on the same side so I can hide them while I'm working. But so just to make sure, this is the back side and this is another back side. And you're going to want to make sure that you do this for all of them because you don't want some seams inside, some seams outside, so you're just going to have to double check that. But in order to connect them, we're going to insert our hook into the corner pieces of both. So there's one corner piece, here's another corner piece. There we go. And we're going to take, oopsies, up the wrong side, our yarn, make a slip knot. And then we're just going to single crochet into both. So since we made a slip knot, we're just going to pull through both and then chain 1 to secure it. So from here, we're going to be working into both loops from both pieces. Oops. So we're going to, just like this, into the very next loop, insert our hook, and then in the back one, make sure you insert your hook into the same one because you don't want to be skipping one and then the granny squares align a little wonky. So you're going to be doing that, and then we're just going to be doing this way, single crochets all the way down. So there's one, and then just make sure that everything is aligned correctly. Everything should work out just fine. And then say if you did mess up on one of your granny squares and you have an extra loop, then you just skip one. You just got to make sure that they're kind of the same. So you're just going to keep doing that until you get all the way down here. Now this is what our 2 granny squares look like when they're attached. These are the pretty sides up. You flip it over, then you can see the seam that we just made with the single crochets. So we're going to be doing this for the size that I'm making. I'm going to be doing 6 of them in a row. So there's 2, we need 4 more. And then I'll show you what to do from there. Now I have my 6 granny squares attached, and you can see that all of the seams are on one side, just like it's supposed to be. This is what the pretty side looks like. So from here we're just going to attach it so that it goes in a circle so that you can start with your start making your shorts. So in order to do that, we're going to do the same thing that we've been doing. Just go ahead and fold it in half. Make sure the pretty sides are touching each other and that the seams are facing outside. And then we're just going to attach it to make it all one big circle. Now we've attached our granny squares into one big circle. There's 6 granny squares here. This is what we should have. These are the start of our shorts. We're going to need 2 layers of this, so we're going to do another set of what we did right here, and then attach it to make it long. I just so happen to have another one right here. Same exact thing. So what we're going to do is that we're going to flip both of them inside out so that the seams are facing outwards. We'll do it like this. Just like that. And then we're going to find somewhere where we want to start. It really doesn't matter. Just going to start in this corner right here. And then we're going to want to, let's do it right here. Do what we did along here. So just single crochet around everything that we made. And then I'll meet you when we're done with this. So this is what we have. We've attached 12 granny squares together, 6 on top, 6 on bottom, and then attached it with a long seam on the inside. And if you flip it inside out, all the seams are inside. And from what we're going to do now, we're going to be attaching the front to the back so that the bottom portion is attached. And what we need to do is figure out how many rows we need, but we're just going to do rows of half double crochet. It'll be pretty simple. So depending on you, this is all you, just figure out where you need it to start and where you need it to end. And instead of attaching it like this, where you can see 3 full granny squares. We're going to do it so that you see this, so that you see half, 2 full, and then another half granny square right here. And just make sure that everything is aligned, but this is going to be pretty easy. So go ahead and just insert your hook. I'm going to do it right here. So we have the 2 corners that we made for each granny square, one corner here, and then we're just going to go 2 loops out. So here's one corner, and we're going to do 2 loops out right here, and then we're going to take our yarn, make a slip knot, and then connect it just like this. And we're going to chain up 3 because we're just going to be doing double crochets, and then we're going to be putting 1 in every single loop. So that's 2, and we have 3 right here, so 1, 2, and 3. And then we're back over here. You're probably going to want to put 1 in the middle around here somewhere just to make sure that there's no gaps. There's 1 in the middle, and then we're back to this other corner on the other end, so we're going to do 3 more double crochets in there. 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to make it even from this side to this side. So we went 2 loops out, we're going to do 2 loops out on this side as well. Oopsies. So there is 1 and 2, and from here we're just going to chain up 3, flip your work, and then double crochet just like how you normally would until this is the length that you prefer, and then you attach it to the other side. This is what we have for the shorts. They're starting to look like shorts now, which is cool, but we're not done yet. What we're going to do is make a border of double crochets along the top, and I'll show you how to do that. So it doesn't matter where you start, you're just going to insert your hook, and then you're going to first find the end of the yarn and then make a slip knot. You're going to attach it onto the hook, and then you're going to pull it through and chain up 3, and that counts as a double crochet. So in every single loop you're going to be doing a double crochet, except for when you get to the corner pieces, because as you can tell, the corner pieces dip in. And so when you get to these big corner loops that we made earlier, we're going to do a 3 triple crochet into each loop. So there's 1, 2, and 3, and there's 3 triple crochet into one loop, and then you're going to want to do another one somewhere in the middle so that there isn't a big gap in between the triple crochet over here and the triple crochet over here. So it doesn't matter where, go ahead and just insert your hook, do another triple crochet somewhere in the middle, and then we're going to do 3 more over here in this loop. So there's 1, 2, and then 3. And then when you are out of these big corner loops, you're just going to go straight into doing double crochets again. And you're going to do that around the entire shorts, and I will meet you when we are done. So we finished our row of double crochet and half double crochet, and these are supposed to be high-waisted shorts, and it's not quite where I want them to be, so I'm just going to do one more row of just regular double crochet all the way around. So we're going to chain up 3 and then go into the first loop with a regular double crochet, and no increase, no decrease, just regular double crochet all the way around. And then this row is going to be the one where we put in our drawstring. So this is where I'm at with my shorts. I did my 2 rows of double crochet up on top, and then I've attached the front to the back, and this is where I'm going to end it. If you want to add in another row on top, or if you want to add a border along the bottom, that is on you. If you're leaving it like this, I will let you know that this is very cheeky, but I am done with my shorts, so we are going to set this aside for now, and then we're going to be working on our the top half of the overalls. So I said earlier that we needed to make 16. There's 12 right here, and I have 4 already made, and we're going to attach it in one big square just like this, the same way that we've been doing it. And so in order to do that, just make sure that all of the seams are facing the same way, and then I'll meet you once when all of this is attached. So this is the top half of our overalls. We've attached 4 of them to make one bigger square, and now we're going to attach them to the shorts. So how we're going to do that is, if your shorts have a specific front and back that you want, you can go ahead and figure that out, but mine don't, so it doesn't matter. So I'm just going to align the top half with the shorts, making sure that this seam matches this seam. And once when I figured what that is, we're going to flip the outsides on top of each other so that the seams stay on the inside, and then we are going to attach it from corner to corner. So here's one corner, and then this is where the other one, this is where the shorts corner is that I'm trying to attach it to. So we're going to do that, make a slip knot, and then go ahead and single crochet all the way down, making sure that everything is aligned, because you don't want your overalls to be out of sync. They'll just look kind of funky. Now you can see our overalls starting to come into place. These are the shorts and this is the top half, and the only thing that we have left to do is to make the straps. And how the straps are going to work is that they're going to attach from say we'll use this corner for example. From this corner they're going to go up, and they're going to crisscross in the back and attach down here. So instead of it going from here to here, it's going to attach from here to here. You'll see in a little bit, it's going to be super cute. But anyways, so how we're going to do that is that we're going to grab our yarn, make a slip knot, and then we're just going to chain 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and from here we're going to hold the very last chain, chain up 3, that's going to count as a double crochet, and then double crochet into the 4th loop from the hook, just like this. And we're going to double crochet down the original chain 5 that we just did, and then we're going to chain up 3, double crochet all the way back down, and then keep going back and forth doing that until you get the length that you need so that it can fit over your shoulders and attach to the back of the shorts. And I'll show you how to attach that once when you have the length that you need. Once when you have your 2 straps already made, we're going to put one of them aside, and we're going to be working with just one strap. And in order to do that, we're going to need to flip our work, or yeah, flip it this way, and then we're going to make sure that the seams stay on the inside again. So we're going to be working with the pretty side downwards, making sure that you're looking at the back. And so just going to insert our hook into the strap, insert our hook into the corner piece of the top half of the overalls, and then we're going to grab our yarn, make a slip knot, and then we're going to pull through both, just like that. And then we're going to chain 1. And from here we're just going to single crochet all the way down until you're finished with your strap, just like this. Okay, and this is the very last one. and go ahead, chain 1, pull it tight, and then we're going to cut. So now this is attached to the top portion of our overalls, and then we're going to need to attach it to the shorts. So what we're going to do is pull our overalls straight, just like this. I'm going to make sure that our strap doesn't flip over, because these straps aren't adjustable. Once when they're on, they're on. And then we're going to attach it, instead of attaching it to this end, we're going to do a crisscross back. So it's going to go to this end. So it started here and it's going to end on the opposite granny square for the shorts. And in order to do this piece, we're actually going to make sure that the seams are inside, and how we're going to do that is work with it this way. So we're just going to flip it around, and then we're going to start it off the same way, insert it into the strap, and we're going to find the corner piece of the shorts, just like that. Make a slip knot, and then we are going to single crochet all the way down, just like this. And then we're going to do, so these are the overalls once we're done putting in the straps. The only thing that we need to do left is to make a chain that is long enough so that it can be used as a drawstring, and then weave in the ends. And then when you finish all that, you are all done. Thank you so much for watching, guys. This was a really fun project to do. I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see y'all in the next one.